Hello everyone, welcome to the Hi. It's been such a long day. It's been a really long day for me, and I've gotten almost nothing done. I have spent the entire day working non-stop, with no breaks. Well, no, I did go out for a walk once. That's and nothing. There's just nothing. The video feels just as unbeatable as ever. I didn't get any of the emails I was waiting for. In fact, am waiting on one more now, if anything. I got absolutely nothing done.
Hello.
Hi. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. Because that was really good. Alright. Back to where we go. So, do I have any coffee left? I think the strategy of the one, I don't know if you all remember from last stream, the strategy of taking it slow can be is a certified failure. No. I would consider it a failed experiment after the whole day. All I did today was work. I did nothing else. It's awful. Absolutely awful. I am both exhausted and underachieved. So let's keep going. This time I'll try to work a bit less on the website. I have already implemented all of the... Well, I've implemented the most... I don't want to say important, but like the bare bones of the system. For the rest, we'd need like a more detailed plan of how we'd like the system to function, and in that case, we need to plan more, and I think I'm gonna do that with Caper, simply because it's a better idea to do it as in a group. All right. Hi, the ninja. Okay, right here what we want is we want to zoom in on the other sum. Simple as it could be. There we go. I'm genuinely so exhausted after today. It's worse than normal. Because I haven't gotten anything done. Well, the day isn't over yet, is it? So I plan on keep going through this. I need to build up because the emails I'm waiting for, right? They are in fact, from the sponsor and from another thing that will help me start the foundation. Or will not help me, that is required to start the foundation. And so until I get a message from the sponsor, for example, even if I had the video finished, I cannot upload it, which is quite demotivating, I would say. Still, it's a matter of motivation because I still can finish the video in the meantime, which is something I absolutely should do. And when it comes to the charity thing, well, I can't, do anything there until I get that email back as well. I don't enjoy much waiting for other people. I know it's a necessity, because not everyone's a workaholic. I sent the email for the charity thing on a Sunday, like a normal person. Middle of the day Sunday. That's been the whole work day. They probably could have replied by now, right? Let me actually check my phone, just to make sure. Just to make sure that they haven't. Or that maybe they have. Let's see. Last time I checked was an hour ago. No, nothing. Brilliant. That is just Oh, I can record that. I didn't even realize it. No, that might be too much. No, I think without the chord is better. Hi there, Holy Fingerball. How you doing? Animation renders. Now I make a very short presentation on graffiti while you are live in my sociology class. Ooh, what is the presentation about exactly? Do elaborate. Okay. I'm gonna do this. There we go. I imagine that's gonna be the entirety of the stream. It's gonna be just me playing the piano whilst renders go in the background. Because I'm exhausted. It's all I can do. All I have left. I would like to see. Okay, so we're at 49 minutes. We're at 49 minutes, 8 minutes in. I would like to see what is the ratio of amount of minutes worked per minutes animated. Because that ratio will allow me to get like a rough estimate of how long it will take to finish this. Minus 90. Just flip it to the other side. There we go. Why is my system so slow? I can't even type properly. Okay, let's have this be big, let's have it be rotated, let's keyframe, and let's have it be nothing, let's have it be rotated the other way. Okay, so right here, all we want to do is we want to just take the camera and pop it on the inside. Simple as it could be. I don't know if I already lowered samples. I can lower them even more to make this process even faster. Alright. I'm still waiting, by the way, Ninja, for you to elaborate on what the graffiti presentation will be exactly about. Also, I was looking at another thing. Why am I so behind with all of my work? Because I was looking at another thing, and we have dates calculator. So today is stream. No longer doing daily. 1010, right? 1010. I need to get to stream 1050 by 9th of January, and between today and the 9th of January 2026, there is actually 32 days. Which means I need to do 40 streams in 32 days, which means I'm also behind with the streams. There are still 8 different... I will need to spend another week streaming twice a day, which is another thing. Why am I behind on every single thing? It is genuinely even impressive at this point. Hold on. Okay, the zoom in should be around here. There we go. This will require a bit more complicated kind of setup, because what we need is we will need to take this camera and we will need to look at 2 particles. So right here, this geometry nodes, we're gonna, oh yeah, I did actually need to open them. We'll do this, and then we'll take the camera and we'll look over at these 2 particles, and we will steal away the UN thing. Beautiful. Hi, the buff. Hi, welcome.
Bev said hi, Bev. Hello. How's it going? Bevingly, that's Bevtastic.
There we go. Might be a bit difficult to see because of contrast. Is it? Well, we'll have to kind of see it rendered. The noise is what's gonna kill it eventually. So, shots. This is what we hear entering the villain's hideout. I do have organs which fits. I don't know. There we go. This will be really good. Hold on, can I pump it up some more? Oh, that's gonna be difficult to play. Shit. Okay, I should probably stick with the default now. I don't have any more, by the way. It's kind of wacky that you can buy an electric piano and that's all the settings it has. No, not this one. I call it the city of naked. I was thinking for a while about what to add to the Make It team at this point because I'm running out of ideas. I gotta be brutally honest. Well, I've run out of ideas a long time ago. It's genuinely impressive we ended up this far. But I don't know. I just need to find some more different funky chord progressions or musical tricks and such to spice it up a bit. Because there are not that many things. The key change. The fun fact about the key change. I'll tell you in a second. For now, I need to run this. Ah, shit. Okay, this is already incorrect. We need two different visualizations and top-down view would be better actually. So a couple of things there. First of all, let's delete this. Hi there.
Question.
How you doing? Yeah, what's up?
What symbol are we using for
Hello.
the string constant?
Lambda, I think.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
That was a scam.
No, let me just delete this.
We got Remco baited.
What do you mean? I just had a question.
I thought that they were gonna like stay a bit longer at least.
Why?
I don't know. People tend to join VC longer than 3 seconds.
I had a question.
I mean, valid, but still.
That's gonna be tricky. In this case I wanted two different visualizations. The problem is that no. They need to be in straight lines. And well this just straight up won't fit, will it? I could move it a bit higher up, like this. Diamond, would you mind muting the Discord?
Sure.
It's quite loud. There we go. Welcome back. How you doing?
Another question,
Yep.
very quickly. We write the exponential solution to the equation of motions, right?
I don't know, actually. Hold on, let me look back up the.
I presume that we do show the equation of motions, which is the differential equation.
Yeah, I do believe so.
are you going to, well, are we going to postulate the answer, or are we not doing anything with the answer?
Well, the answer is where we left it off, isn't it? We decided to finish the chapter on the answer, where we get the
Yes.
yeah. We get the you're talking about the mu double dot, right?
Yeah, and I'm more specifically talking about un equals a exponential minus
Yes.
iwt.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
where
that one.
we leave it off.
Perfect. So we do show that
Yeah, we do show that, but we don't elaborate on it in any way. We don't even mention where it's from. We just mention that it's a harmonic oscillator, so this.
because that is for part 2. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Cheers. Right, brilliant. Let's re-render this. And this time. Let's become a bit more funky. There we go. Okay, there we go. The fun thing about the key change of this, which is that you can just keep going. And just like that, you go from G minor to C minor to F minor. And if I go up an octave, I can keep going. It's gonna be tricky. Fuck. Hold on. No, it's a major second. So this, then this. Oh, that's way too confusing for me. Remember me. I will never forget you. Oh, I like that with key changer a lot more. Okay, that's a good idea. So I can do classical making theme. I do like a lot more, but it's not really adding anything. How does the ranking system even work anyway? On each stream, there's a number that resets for every single person, and basically, you get experience for chatting, but you only get it once per hour, up to 3 chats. It's a way for YouTube to basically incentivize giving money, because if you give money, then there is no limit. But I'm pretty certain I have that disabled on stream, so this is idiotic. What other fun stuff could happen here? Oh, that's nice. I haven't utilized A minor at all. That could be something. it's missing a progression. No, that's awful.
But yeah, only now I noticed that I used to be able to send stickers for money and I can't do that anymore. Like I don't know, like a rainbow sticker €0.50 or stuff like that.
Yeah. This way, and how we gonna do this? We want to glue the equilibriums together, which means that, oh boy, the equilibrium point is the point around which they oscillate, which means we want both the springs to start at the same point. That's what we want from it on the right. Yes. I remember I had a really good idea for what I wanted this animation to look like when I was scripting this, but then I just forgot by now. Okay, since this will be its own thing, then in this case we don't want the X to carry over, which means this. No, that's terrible. I mean, oh, the saving X from carrying over should fix it. Unless... Well, I need to keep unplugging all the translations until we find the culprit. Let's just make it small, it doesn't make any sense. This may... Oh no, because it moves it somewhere idiotic. No, okay, it does make sense. Alright. We subtract the current position. So this is the current position. The current position goes to the end. We don't want to add it though. We don't want to add it to the prior position. Or add it to this. Oh my god, it's such a mess. Such an absolute mess. If we have this to be 0, 0, 0. No. Alright, first of all, we don't need these to be random anymore. This is just 0, 0, 0. So we can just delete that. Let's clean it up. This, which means this sum should just be the prior. No, that's a loop. Prior, correct? There we go, okay. Which means we can delete this addition, plug this to the end. This goes into the structure, which means this should go right here. Then what we do... Oh my, this is so confusing. Right, we have the iteration multiplied by this random value, which isn't random anymore, it's a free. And the reason why it's a free is because we have a value. Well, this is just a free, that's why. So this is our distance between them. Right, see above.
Bye.
Yes, there we go. Goes -1, that's correct. This is such a complete and utter mess. Let's move this lower. Okay, that is just there to make the... Why? That's the height. Okay, I almost cracked it. Almost. It's already a lot cleaner. I was still sitting in my piano playing position because I was delusional and thought that I could just read quickly on the side, make this animation, but apparently I can't. I can also remove this. Okay, so what we do is we multiply the iteration. Ah, there's your problem. There we go. And now what we need to do is so close. In this case, just add these two together. Once again, almost. Because this subtracts the prior one. Why would it subtract the prior one? Can we not just... No, it's always something. Okay, instead of... Let's just plug this into the end. Brilliant. Then what do we do here? We subtract the prior position. We don't want to subtract the prior position anymore. Yeah, we want to just add together. And we don't even want to do that. We just want to add together these two. Okay, why do you go so far off to the side? You go double the amount. Why do you go double the amount? This doesn't make any sense. I am so utterly confused. Let me just remove this for the sake of simplicity. Let's just do one for now, for the sake of also simplicity. Okay, brilliant. What are we adding here? We're adding the y to the x. These can go together. Now there's no need to add. And even, well, no, not even better, because it has to go to all places. I mean, I can just fix it the dumb way, I suppose, which is vector math and then not mix vector math. Not mix. How did I do that twice in a row? Vector math. There we go. Divide by 1, 2, 1. Nope, we can't.
Greetings.
Welcome back. What's
Hello.
up?
You're simulating the solution, right?
Well, using that equation. I'll just plug the position as that equation.
Yes. Keep in mind that your k needs to hold some certain value for it to be actually a solution.
Yes. I don't know if you remember, but we talked about this, that we're just gonna show off a couple of solutions of k. And we were supposed to mention that k can only have certain discrete values, but yeah, we're not.
We either mentioned that in the main video or in the special.
I will be brutally honest with you, Remco. I'm sorry, but I think the main video on this topic specifically will only happen if we decide to do it. Like, I won't be able to make that video in any foreseeable future.
That's fine. Don't worry.
We need to make a foundation special for this. Okay, there we go. Now what? Oh no, I messed it up so badly with this setup. Because what we want is we want the oscillation on the left to be equal to the oscillation on the right. And even better... Oh, I have messed... Well, there might be a way to recover this. Okay, we need to create some kind of variable. So...
I believe in you. Good luck.
Alright, cheers. Yep. Index switch, floating point. There we go. This, right here. Do we plug into the X? Can it just work? Oh my goodness, I'm incredible. Thank goodness. That actually simplifies things a lot. Because now we can just... we can just make this There we go. Beautiful. And now, yeah, now we can both of them at the same time if we're just a bit clever. And don't misclick. That would also be quite swell. 3. Right. You're going into so many places at the same time for no reason. No coherent reason. Well, actually, this has to go right here, and then everything on the inside has to go into an index switch. Like so. If I am not mistaken. This, and then this.
I don't know why, but it's not even late, but I'm just incredibly sleepy, so I'm just gonna go sleep. Goodbye.
See ya. Okay. There we go. Please work. I'm incredible. I am. There we go. Brilliant. It did work. Splendid. Okay. Actually, we should hope Caper shows up later. Because I do have a thing or two to ask. Well, we need to scheme and plot what we need to do. Okay, there we go. Now. No, very hard work. Or maybe this could actually work as a... Because here's the thing, I can go key down. But going key up is tricky. That's because I never really end up with C in the right position. Yeah, it doesn't sound right. So maybe I could use it. actually. Animation rendered. So back to where we go. Back to it we go. Back to the long day factory. Shut up! I can't deal with that. Hi, the Remy! Hi, one can still donate, right? There's nothing down or something right now. Donate to the charity, you say? I'm guessing. Unfortunately, no. The thing is, we used to collect money for different charities, like the BS Alliance, like Alzheimer's Association, etc., etc. Parkinson's, Wikimedia was one of them. But since right now we're starting our own charity, then the new website will be for collecting money for that, for science communication, because Lord knows we're gonna need it. But unfortunately, that isn't set up yet. Eventually it will be. I will actually, that's one of the things I need to work on this week. I'm waiting for an email to get back to me. Right, next animation. Okay, what's next? I just realized another thing, which is in the video I actually say on the right I'll visualize them normally, on the left I'll visualize them with their equilibriums go together, which means that I've actually done them in reverse. Damn it! Okay, it's fine. We just need to render it again. I'm so exhausted. It's okay though, it's okay. There we go. Render animation. Yeah, you see, like, the problem here is that when I do this, then there isn't a way for me to get from this chord to this chord, because these are a semitone in between them. Normally when I have a chord progression, there is a full tone, which means I can do this. But right here I can't, because this is a semitone with a difference. Hi, the stump! I'm looking at the string theory stuff, and Loki, Remco might be right about the graviton. My goodness. I mean, hey, you better be. The bottle of whiskey is still waiting. Right. I'm exhausted, but there's work to be done. Back to work, make it. That's because I'm not being. I am having a lot more fun than being efficient, which is a problem because I'm behind. So, like how the dimming of light is an emergent behavior of the inverse squared law, gravity being inversely proportional to the square of the distance could be explained by the same thing. I mean, yeah, in this case. Also, when did you learn piano? Well, I mean, I've kind of knew piano for years. I've just never been good at art in general. But recently I've learned. Did you not? Wait, hold on. Have I missed out? Have you missed out on the whole Make It theme upgrade thing? Because okay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm having a lot of fun with it, Stump. So I am biased towards showing you this. But this thing is the Make It theme. And repeats. And I knew that. And that's something hi the macaroni. And that's something I for years used to play, right? Like in my videos, whenever you hear that's the Make It theme. I was never part of it, yeah, but I'm wondering if you play the piano in. Well, I've had the piano for a while, and due to my acquaintance with the instrument, I have came up with the Make It theme a really, really long time ago. However, only recently did I actually manage to, in any way, improve the Make It theme and add more to it. And I'm a bit obsessed with it. What can I say? I really Is this centered? Roughly. Close enough. Okay. Alternate ending because so far that's all I have, right? Missed the tone. That was so painful. Wow, it's really good. Thank you. I appreciate it. I do like it. I do like it. I used to not like the old one because I thought it was too simple, and every single time it was really awkward explaining it to everyone. That I'm not, I don't make music because I did make this. current song, right? It's a chord progression. So it was really annoying explaining to everyone that I do know music, I don't know how to make music. I did make up the make it theme, but it's not really a song. But now I can finally just, yeah. Yeah, like, this semicolon keeps working me. But hey, something new. At least there has been not a complete waste. I am really negative right now. I'm so sorry. I really am negative, but that's because I just haven't got nearly enough work done today. And I spent the entire day working, which does not bode well for the rest of the week. Let me see.
You'll get into it.
That's the problem. I've already spent the entire day working, and this could mean that I've just underestimated what I need to do. And in that case, that might mean I genuinely won't be able to make it, which will be problematic. I wonder
Make it.
if networking could help with everything. As said in the charity video, finding people who can assist and do stuff with you. You're really ambitious, and I'm very amazed and wonder how to help. Emmy, can I be honest with you? You have the green flag role on Discord because genuinely it happens on multiple occasions already when I was just exhausted and I felt like calling it a day, but then I saw a message from you just chatting about whatever, anything from microscope you walk through a hopecore meme, whatever, and that genuinely motivated me to get back to work. The post I made earlier on YouTube, I meant it. I wouldn't be able to do half of the things I do. The only problem is that today I haven't done enough. That's the issue. You know what? I have an idea. Since I'm waiting for emails, I'm going to do something that's going to be risky. It's going to be risky, but it could be a big payoff. Which is, I have drunk already a pot of coffee. However, it was a half pot of coffee because I made less coffee. I can make another one. It would mean that I'm gonna pull an all-nighter. I won't be sleeping today, and it would mean that over time it's gonna be a painful night, dreams-wise, because well, it's never a good idea to go to sleep caffeinated. However, it's a gamble because then I could actually figure out my backlog. Right, I have a huge backlog, mainly this video. Once I'm done with this video, everything else will be orders of magnitude easier because I will be able to focus on those things and only those things. Oh, is it time to engage the 5 more minutes? Ooh.
Alright, live chat, not top chat.
Hold on, I'm making myself some coffee. There we go. So, but I will say, Emmy, if I will need the help with something in the future, I will mention it everywhere I can. Because let's be honest, this is not something I can do alone. That's already why there's a crew assembled, why you know, we're doing it as a group. That's definitely not something I can do alone. It will be the most difficult thing I've ever done in my entire life. So in the future I'll mention it, but I just want you to know that you have already helped tremendously. And I thank you for it. Okay. Water is set. I'm turning off the piano because I shan't get distracted now. let's get to it.
Sounds like you're just playing a soundboard.
What, the keyboard?
No, the kettle.
Oh, the kettle. This can give the coffee many fever dreams. Oh, jeez, I don't actually have nightmares after caffeine. It's worse. I like nightmares. That's the thing about me. I do like nightmares.
What?
Yeah, I like nightmares because I like the feeling of waking up from a nightmare. When you wake up and you realize it was just a nightmare and you just instantly feel relieved and it's great. What I don't like is good dreams. That I don't like. And those I get when I'm going to sleep caffeinated. Yeah. I've already mentioned it many times in the past.
Well, I've never heard that.
Right here, it's going to look next. We'll actually switch from discrete sound to desktop sound so we can hear all the thing. Go. There we go. And then right here what we need is genuinely, I feel like a second win. Oh, we're getting through this video there. If it kills me. Even if it kills me. Oh, by the way, Stamp, wanna know something fun? I like this animation. Okay, that's enough boiling for you. Oh, that's dark. Okay. This. There we go. I spilled a whole bunch of it as well because I am. It's the same. I broke the thing that holds my coffee, the coffee pots, right? I broke it, and for a while the cover of the coffee pot had like a whole bunch of glass, like shards of glass on it. And for genuine weeks, it didn't occur to me that I could have just removed those shards. So I kept drinking coffee, and every now and then I was getting like a bunch of shards of glass in my mouth.
What?
Not like small ones, but like big enough. Because small ones are the real issue, aren't they? They were big enough so that I actually felt them, and so I could just not. Well, yeah, I didn't swallow any of them.
God.
Okay, now start with the other one. 1400. There we go. This.
Venom.
I don't know what is it. Because I cannot explain it. All right, my brain works in mysterious ways. But I was so exhausted, and I'm not right now. I am feeling completely rejuvenated. Would that be the word for it? I'm not exactly certain, but I'm feeling so much better. Snap of a finger, incredible.
Inside, and what we find
Okay, right here we can bring back this. There we go.
is u of n minus u of n minus 1, and all of that squared. What does that mean? Well, let's just separate off just two particles for now, and let's visualize them two different ways. On the right, I'll visualize them normally. On the
There we go. I still have all the broken glass in my chemical sink, by the way. Because what happened is I knocked over the coffee pot into my chemical sink, and the cover just broke over in there.
normally. On the left, I'll merge the
That was the issue. But it's in my chemical sink, so you know, like glass can stay there. It's glass. It's not gonna react with anything.
two
Are you sure?
particles for now, and let's visualize them two different
Pretty
ways.
sure. I don't
On
think
the
I have
right,
anything.
Alright.
I don't think I have anything that reacts with glass.
I'll visualize them normally. On the left, I'll merge their equilibrium
Whatever you say.
Don't autopilot responds me.
positions. Now, when is our potential low and when is it high?
What?
I swear, y'all are so uncomfortable with silences. I don't know. I honestly at this point don't even know if it's you all who are uncomfortable with
No,
silences.
I just
or
try
if
to
it's-
keep the joke running. You see.
I don't. That's the issue.
Yeah, that's your problem, not mine.
Their equilibrium positions. Now, when is our potential
Because
low?
more joke equals more funny.
Allow me to draw this completely random and unrelated line, and now let's move.
Random and unrelated line. In this case, we would like a line that goes in between. That goes as a distance between the two of them. I imagine. I think. Yeah, I think that would be the one. Okay. That's going to be a fair bit tricky to make. But not impossible. Especially since we can. Let's save as new. There we go. 1440. Right. Think you'll see that. We should get some music going as well. I just realized it's extremely dry, isn't it? It's been a long time since we had any music happening on one of them streams. Copyright free. Copyright free.
Put on Sneaky Snitch.
I don't know them. Is that another one of the non-music artists?
No, no. Sneaky Snitch is the song that.
Oh,
You know,
is it
background song of every YouTube video.
Is it by what's the blog's name?
The guy who makes all the music,
The guy who makes all the music. Yes, exactly.
all of that music specifically, all of the copyright-free music on YouTube.
Kevin MacLeod. There we go.
Yeah,
I just remembered. Yeah.
pretty sure.
The guy who makes. I like the fact that you can say the guy who makes all the music, and that's genuinely how I was going to describe him.
Yeah.
I don't
See?
know why it is, but having other people work motivates me to work too. It's gonna fucking hell. For the Golden Star still has people right now. Well, kind of. It is mostly for. Yeah, the live chat is for. The Golden Star is for Patreon people or special people. I don't know. People whom I just given a role. Flame, for example, has access to both and has never subscribed to me on Patreon. But that's because it's Flame. Flame, like, come on. Obviously, Flame has access. Flame is top 10 people. Remco as well. Permanent access. Caper from now on. Also permanent access. Basically, if I decide that someone is top 10 people, I could give you access on the CME Go, but you've gotten me in a pretty good mood. It's tempting to just give you a secret role for me. I don't know how to describe it, but like, you know, you have a Patreon. I don't know. I don't like mentioning my Patreon because it feels like I don't like money. I don't like the, you know, asking for money, or it feels like selling out. I'm not doing it for the money. I mean, I still need it. So that's probably the reason why I'm living below the minimum wage. But hey, it's not
Extremely
that.
soy pill to take again.
All right, jazz music, royalty-free background. Oh, that's way too loud. There we go. It might be a bit too relaxing. What's the name? Odd Chap? Copyright free electro swing. There used to be. Wait, where's it? Odd Chap, I think, was their name. Yes, it was Odd Chap. My goodness, I used to listen to their songs on stream back before Charity Checkers, before my channel, before this channel existed. I used to stream coding with their music, and I genuinely had the entire 10-hour-long playlist in my head, just stuck for days. It is really good music, in my defense. Okay. Now let's go. Transform. Rotate by 90. I was so exhausted and I'm feeling so great right now. This is brilliant. See, that's what I mentioned. I genuinely did mean it when I said it in the post. It motivates
Make it happen
me.
in a romantic episode.
It might be. Even if it is, I don't care. It works out. You said you would talk about anything like 60 chart checkups ago. Wait, what do you mean, Ultimary? In what context? Would I talk about anything? Okay, so first things first. What we would like right here is the size, which would be muff, subtract, and then not subtract. No. You would talk about anything for 60 charging for money. You mean, are you referring to the unethical sponsors rule? Well, yeah, I would take money from unethical sponsors, that's true. I made that pretty clear. Obviously. If they wanna waste their money on me, hey, more power to them. I just like that as an idea. I do mean it. Because I do believe that everyone in my audience would be, is more than smart enough to figure out when I'm talking about something I don't believe in. And so if I'm just gonna do a dry ad read, so for example in this video I do have a sponsor who is Hungry Minds, and I do like the book. I have gotten the book, by the way, Macaroni, and I do have to say,
Yep.
it is lovely. I wasn't expecting it to be this massive. It's massive.
Really?
Yeah. I opened
That's
it up.
what she said.
Yeah. But it is really nice.
I mean, I saw it in a bookstore once, in real life,
The thing
so
is-
I got a pretty good idea how big it is.
I had no idea. On the website looks way smaller. The page on materials, for example, it really tickled my brain. So you're a very philanthropic purifier. I understand how there are so many people that are very ignorant, they're very needy, etc. Nice people are prone to get exploited, sadly. First of all, very kind of you to say, and I really appreciate that. That's really sweet. And second of all, I have to say that I think that it is true. Nice people are prone to being exploited. But I think that's only by certain people, by manipulative people, by people who aren't nice. Let's just summarize it that way. And I do believe that most people are good. Most people are kind. I do believe that most people are better than they give them some credit for, if anything.
Cringe.
Thank you, Macaroni. I appreciate you being here
You're welcome.
to bring the mood back down to make sure we don't go too high up.
Yes, of course. Of course.
The very nice people have to go through a lot of bad stuff and all this, I think. I do have to say that there is certainly a trend there, I have noticed, where the more hardship a person goes through, the nicer they end up becoming. Most of the good friends of mine have gone through a lot of hardship. I have one friend who had cancer 3 times! Can you imagine? 3.
Jeez Louise.
It's not like a cosmic unlikelihood, it's just that when you have cancer once, then it's...
You're likely to have cancer again.
Exactly, yeah. Either from
Which is-
chemo, which is something I didn't know, by the way, that chemo can cause cancer, or just from coming back.
Kind of makes sense
Yeah.
when you think about it, though.
But she survived because she's a girl boss and cancer can suck it. The score is 3-0.
So what?
I just want to say this. I don't mean to be that guy, but I am counting, and the score is 3-0, and she's beaten it. And I'm just saying, cancer is a sore loser.
Cancer 0, the indomitable human spirit, free.
Exactly. Yeah, and she is basically one of the best people I know. It's great. So I do believe that there is certain. I seem to have come back to parkour. Oh, why did you have to say it? It's a parkour attached to a spring. There's no taking advantage of everyone because some players they took something from you. There's only people who give, those who receive, and those who hurt. Yeah.
See ya.
Alright, see ya. Bye, macaroni. And oh my goodness, it always leaves me so small when people leave, which I suppose is very poetic. There we go. I'm back to being big. So I thank you for giving us something, ditch them. I will say, in my opinion, I do believe that most people are kind. And so I think that long term, being a dick is a bad strategy. Simple as it could be. And, well, you can't change everyone on Earth, nor should you try to. But my philosophy in this case is very simple, which is I like people who are kind. I like people who are good to others. And it is my mission to make sure that those people live the best life they can. Which is what motivates me. This is the motivation. It's genuinely so easy to lose your motivation when you're doing something for yourself. That's because if you don't want to do something and the only motivation you have is to do it for yourself, that's not great. But when your motivation is to do something for others, that brings you up. Lift your spirit. Time to pop capacitors. Everyone needs a hobby. Okay, back to this. Right, so now if we change up the values, as you can see, this increases. However, we do want it to be divided by 2, if I'm not mistaken. I am mistaken. Right. And in this case, we want to move it forward by how much? Well, this right here is our x null. This right here is our x1, x prime. Why not? We're being fancy. This song! Oh my goodness! Day and Night. That's one of the songs that used to be on the 10-hour long playlist I used to stream to. I still remember it. Oh, Odd Chap is brilliant. Okay, and in this case... How do I have more subscribers than the Odd Chap? No! Oh, no! I have more subscribers than the Odd Chap. I am, wow. This is the person, by the way, and I'm sorry, that took me by surprise a bit. Because, as I mentioned, I was listening to them before this channel even existed, or well, my main channel even existed. I'm so sorry. I will need to shout them out later. If I do something myself, I can press it as much as I want. If I do something for someone else, I don't want to hurt their feelings. Exactly, that's exactly what I'm saying. Which is why I motivate so much. If we do, okay, we have this. What we're trying to do is find the midpoint. So this right here would be delta x, and so x null plus delta x by 2. But this would only work, but this right here is not x null, it's the lower x. Yeah, which means what we want is oh, this is going to be a tad more complicated. I imagine there is some kind of cleaner way to do it. But for now, let's do this. So x null add difference in them divided by 2. Beautiful. But now we go the other way. Egg on my face. Just egg on my face because we... I actually don't know why, but egg on my face. It works in both cases. Alright, and then in this case we want the same exact line. Now, we will copy this, simply because it will make things easier. Okay, I said we will copy this. You did not in fact copy it. Brilliant. I'm really trying to find ways to get them so I think my friends would benefit from me doing great examples and stuff. Good for you! Okay. This, but where do we want to position it? That's the question. Egg on your face. Is that not a saying? I thought... Okay, I do have some wacky saying, like egg on my face. I thought that was a... That is one of the sayings, right? Yeah, okay. Having egg on your face means feeling embarrassed or foolish because of something you said or did turned out to be wrong. English language and usage style exchange. Yeah, okay, it is. It is a thing. If my comment before the exam comment, before the exam comment there is the struggle with studies because I do it for myself. Did I not read it? I did read that, maybe not out loud because I was reading all the Marys. And have you? And I say egg on my face so many times. The swing is good. That's what I'm saying, Ultimary. It's Odd Chap, in which case, in case you're curious, would recommend. They're absolutely brilliant. They are absolutely brilliant. English lesson would make it. I mean, no, it's not really an English lesson because it's a 50-50. Egg on my face is not a saying I made up, but for example, how do we slice this cake is apparently a saying I made up. For the life of me, I cannot find another person who says, how do we slice this cake? Or how to slice this cake. How to slice this cake. Saying... This music is bringing me back years ago, jeez. Absolute years, okay. One last thing, which is also important, is we want to, right here, do store named attributes. We also don't want this. Goodness gracious, no. We want to do it afterwards, yes. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, brilliant. Okay. Is really egg on your face such an obscure saying? Because I do realize out of context it could sound a bit weird when someone says egg on my face. Okay, in this case we don't want that, only what do we want? Well, in this case what we have is x null, well no, x prime, and this one is x null. And in this case we want the middle to be right here, which means x prime plus x null by 2. X null plus x prime x null. That's not good. Where are you by default? Okay, which means just this. Beautiful. Okay, and now we can get in. Start with a 3. That's not good. The size appears to be correct. Sounds very British, never heard of it, sounds funny. I don't even know where I picked it up. It might be British. I don't know where I picked it up. Whatever, doesn't matter. The point is, my face is egged. Was egged. We fixed the problem. I don't even remember what the problem was. Okay. Oh, right. No. I was incorrect. Because it's the difference between... Wait, no. Damn it. So... I see idioms, proverbs, sayings being used personally. I absolutely love them. I'm gonna draw that. Oh no! we don't have an egg on my face naked yet, so. You did also remind me of the fact that the make it in the corner doesn't look anything like me in real life. And I'm talking about the hair, obviously. The body is very accurate. Hold on. Let me find some kind of picture of myself. I don't have any. Why do I not have any? Make it frying pan. Alright. What is the distance supposed to be between? It's supposed to be between the... It's supposed to be between... Oh jeez, okay. It's UN. Potential energy. This is the generalized coordinates. It's supposed to be the distance between them, right? In this case, this should be the distance between, length divided by 2. There we go. There we go. No, there we do not go. Why do we not go though? Wait, no, yeah. A length divided by 2. No. Huh. Make it a pound. You wish. You specifically. This moves with the second. We need to subtract. What do we need to subtract? -2. There we go. That's cute. Okay, not what I was expecting. That's quite a pickle. Alright. Wait, why? That's so confusing. But this music is really bringing me back. I suppose it's because these two values have to be absolute. Correct? Nope. Damn it. Right. There is another way to fix this, but that way would be, well, quite a fair bit silly, which is I could make a bounding box of this. wanting to shout out Odd Chap because it's criminal that they only have 20,000 subscribers. Absolutely criminal. Why am I struggling with this so much? This is basic mathematics and basic algebra. And for some reason I can't solve it. What's wrong with me? Okay. That changes the entire length. Alright. Let's think about it for a second. Let's do it the smart way before we go the silly way. Which means the center is constant. The center of our cylinder is constant. And it is right here. Which means right now, no matter how we change the values, the center won't change. Well, that's a surprise. Why? Right, that's probably why. Consider the mystery solved. Yep, the center doesn't change now. Brilliant. My goodness gracious me. So, yeah, now it should be this. Am I correct? Yep, except it's going the wrong way, so divide by 2. And then we want... No, this is already correct. Because this is the difference in their equilibriums. There we go. Oh, it took me an unbearably long time. I'm having a stroke. Alright. This. There we go, there we go. Splendid, beautiful. Back to it. Spend way too much time on the animation. We have a video finish. My goodness, I'm motivated.
Position. We can just...
I genuinely thought this would be like an hour-long stream where I just stream it because, you know, we need to hit that number.
Check where the particle is. If only there was a way to link the two of them together. If only there was a way to link the two of them together and... Oh yeah!
Actually, right here, what would be really nice is if we added... depth of field. That would be quite lovely, wouldn't it? Could have depth of field, something like 8, just that it's not visible in the slightest. Alright, maybe 20. It's still visible. There we go. And then there we go. I think this should work. And then right here it's 10. No, it would have to be 10 like right here. It needed to be more exponential. Oh, that works. There we go. Is no one saying anything, or is my chat broken? I just refreshed, so I think no one's saying anything. Okay. maybe it's broken. Oh, thank you. So it's not. Vacuum, I've done the Kirby. Now I can canoe and then I can draw. Oh, brilliant. Good for you, Emmy. Good for you. I'm gonna get myself another cup of coffee in that case. Plenty of work to be done. Plenty of reasons to do it. I'm gonna have to ask around Caper, by the way. See if they'll be online. Splendid. So, let me know, we could actually plan the efficiency system a bit more. Ah, bright! No need, okay. What will we need from the quizzes? Because I would actually like with this video, make a quiz for this video, you know? Simply for the funsies. We don't want to have too much of a template. I imagine having the quizzes be as Western as possible would be nice. Oh, we could make another algorithm. Beautiful. All right. This feels a lot brighter than it was in the animation. Never mind. Once again, consider my face egged.
Particles for now, and let's visualize them two different ways. On the right, I'll visualize them normally. On the left, I'll merge their equilibrium positions. Now, when is our potential low and when is it high? Allow me to draw this completely random and unrelated line and now let's move them around. And now let's
Move them out right here, 1 and 2.
when they are in this scenario, the potential is
Actually, maybe having them oscillate would be nice. That could be quite clever, wouldn't it? I did kind of define their maximus and minimus as kind of random values, which is a bit dumb, but it could be worse. Mix, in that case it will go from this to this, then frames, so value, frame, math, divide by 30, multiplied by 2 times pi, then we plug it into a sine. This gives us oscillation, and then we take this oscillation, we add 1, we divide by 2, and this right here, it's a bit of a, could be a bit confusing, but the idea is simple. You have some kind of value x, you divide it by 30, so right now each increase of 30 means an increase by 1, because we divide it by 30, then we multiply it by 2, multiply it, why is this working so weird? We multiply it by 2, because when 2 pi to be more exact, because that's the period of the sine function, which means that right now each increase of 1 is an increase of 2 pi. So right now, if we plug into a sine function, increase of 30 means that we are at the next period of the sine function, and then we just divide it by, we add 1 divided by 2, because sine function goes from -1 to +1, that's the domain, and then once we do that, once we add 1 to it, then we get from 0 to +2, and then once we divide by 2, we get from 0 to 1, which goes into this mix, because this mix picks between those values. Based on 0, that means first value, 1 means the second value, anything in between it's a mix. And now we can do this, and now we can do the same thing except math subtract from 1 like this. Except the way we have picked it means that we want 15 plus 15 because we want them at their maximus. No, not 15, 7. Yup, I'm an idiot. Minus 7, 48. Close enough. And then 1448 plus 30. We offset it by 1, and there we go. Would you look at that? Maths, everyone! Mathematics! See? The thing that everyone thought was useless in school. That doesn't work. You can use it if you're a Blender animator, specifically animating science videos on YouTube. Let's go try to catch the determinants redacted. And food just showed and go up, saying I'm too cool to be bullied away. Hi, the caper! If what you were doing was screw production, I was forced to produce screws. I definitely produced some screws at the screw production facility. Hi, the caper! If it's gonna be Wednesday or Thursday, then I imagine I'm going to, well, work on it some more in the meantime. So in that case, some general directions. Because here's the thing. The way I think is, even for this video, I would actually already like to make a quiz. Okay? And I was thinking how to go about this, and here's the thing: the quizzes should be as vertical as possible. No, actually, I might not bug in that case, it's fine. Oh, Zeno, don't bang me. How many do we want? How many what? How many quizzes? How many? Okay. No, I'm not gonna bug you, Caper, in that case. If we have a different time, it's fine. Anyhow, did this render? No, it's still rendering. Oh, I shouldn't be rendering 2 of them at the same time, because when I'm rendering 2 of them at the same time, that actually is inefficient. That's a pickle. That's a problem. Fortunately, it's almost done. Oh, but there could have been a better way to do it. Ah, I messed up. I could have highlighted the X with yellow as well. On the left. To make it clear that's what I'm talking about. Damn it. My entire PC just almost crashed on me. Well, that was close. Okay. That's a lot more frames than I imagined. Actually rendering both of them at the same time I think was a quite a big mistake. Yeah. Well, I mean, relatively, it means I can't be perfectly 100% efficient, so in my book, terrible. I don't think we'll be able to get through this entire thing today. Although, at the same time, ever since Emmy joined in, I have been extremely productive, so... No, look back at me! Assume Curse as I said, no, please and peace. I just said I'm not gonna bug you, right? Oh, was that my phone? Something just vibrated on my desk, that's boring. I just said that I'm not going to bug you about this right now, we have a time, you know, set for it. That's fine.
Now let's move them around.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
When they are in this scenario, the potential is really high. When they are in this scenario, the potential is really high. When they are in this...
Okay, right here I'm watching with like 2 oscillations and then... Sorry for the flashing, but that's the easiest way to do it.
In this scenario, the potential...
I know the newly acquired core is brand new but shiny. Oh yeah, purple. Well, I just realized that you have the philanthropist role, which I didn't like because, well, I mean, you still have it obviously, but I just didn't like the look of you having access to the higher up channels simply because you're a philanthropist, because you are much more than that. So, you know, there, have a secret. That's it. I didn't like the look of it, simple as it could
is
be.
really high. When they are in this scenario, the potential is lower. And right here, it's... And
Oh wait, no, this should be lower. Ah, I messed it up then.
when they are in this...
That's another song, a blast from the past for me. Jeez, it genuinely makes me remember those streams.
This scenario, the potential is lower. And right here, it's 0. As you can see, the potential scales with this line. So the larger the line, the larger the potential. Smaller line, smaller potential.
I eventually will need to clean up the rules on this code a bit, because I have been...
Potential scales with
Well,
this line. So
it is a
the
bit of a
larger the
mess.
line, the larger the potential. Smaller line, smaller potential. Got it? Neat. Let's now do some physics. We have our particle and we'd like to figure out what is going to... Neat. Neat. Now...
Neat. Neat indeed.
Neat. Now let's... Got it? Neat. Now let's do some...
Basically going on sort of promotions for writing some bogus HTML. You know when I gave you actually the secret role? I gave you it when we had the Herman and Newton from Pacific Rim moment of you going out, coming back, and the comment already being there. Okay. There we go.
Neat. Now let's do some physics. We have our particle and we'd like to figure out what it's going to do in the future. That's kind of the whole point of physics.
I just realized that these are, because of the way they oscillate. Oh, that could be confusing because of the way they oscillate. No,
Neat.
whatever.
Now let's do some physics.
Whatever. That song brings back a lot of memories. Hey, for you? How old is me? Truly from the Pacific, don't we? We genuinely are like that duo though. And I love the fact that when I mentioned them, by the way, I love the fact that when I mentioned it to you, Kepa, you immediately knew what I was talking about. Okay, hold on, let me have a think. There we go, this is rendered ready. And in this case, we want the camera to move around. The typing horrors you've screenshotted seem a lot like HTML fonts produced by coercing everything into strings. Yes! Oh, it upset me so much. I spent like solid 10 minutes trying to figure out why my code wasn't working. And then I realized that it wasn't working because I was passing a 1 into a function, but then I was passing it in HTML. Well, not even HTML, the Flask HTML, whatever. And so that was changing the 1 from a 1 as in the value to a 1 as in a string. It's, my goodness. Can't deny the Pacific allegations. Alright, 1500s. Now let's move the camera. Jeez, it feels so good. It feels so good to know that I am not wasting my time working on this right now, and this will actually help other people. Oh, goodness gracious me. It makes me so motivated. I was so exhausted on the beginning of the stream, and you can hear me right now. It's clear. Okay, we want to do some physics. So right now we want to get back to the particles right here, I imagine. And then probably what we would even like to do further is like this. There we go. Yes, however, it's going to be a bit complicated, but it's going to be a bit more complicated than that later. Let's want to recheck.
We have our particle and we like to figure out what it's going to do.
In the future.
That's kind of the whole point of physics, isn't it? Predicting the future using our model. So, how will our coordinate change? In order to do that, we need to figure out not only what our generalized coordinate is, but what it will be. So, how will our generalized coordinate change?
So, how will our generalized coordinate change?
Well, first things first, we don't need the change of change, so let's just talk about the change. And right away we can say this. So momentum equals mass velocity stuff, normal, simple, standard.
By the way, we still didn't establish which of the Pacific. Oh, I mean, okay, I think it's obvious from the way we write code. Just from the way we write code, it's Herman and Newton, correct? Are those their names? Hold on. Pacific Rim Newton. There's Newton and then Newton to Herman. Yeah, it's Herman and Newton, right? You're the one player Charlie there. Yeah, I'm Newton. Simply because, like, the whole point, simply because of how we write code, right? Where your code has so many checks and it's so cleanly written, it's so elegant, and meanwhile I'm like, let's make a budget, let's make an algorithm for the website. Oh, what? We want a way to stop the algorithm. We'll figure it out later. First add it and run it. I would say you're Herman and I'm Newton, most certainly. No, I think it's because you're evil in the sequel. I mean, hey, that's not unlike either, right? The idea of hooking myself up to an alien brain does sound quite tempting. I mean, I've only done it a couple of times myself.
Got it? Neat. Now let's do something.
It just feels really good to have someone I can. My goodness, I've been doing everything that I'm doing alone for years. It feels so good to have other people involved. Oh. And it's not, I don't even think it's about having other people. I think it's, see, like, alright, bye Caper, bye. But I think it's about what kind of people it is as well. So working with Caper, working with Remco is genuinely a delight. It's great. Oh, well, wait, if I'm rendering this, I need to get on the other animation. Right. So let's get back to this.
It is with that context that we can ask, why did we go through that fun? But you know what we can measure? Position. We can just check where the particle is. If only there was a way to link the two of them together and... Oh yeah!
Okay, so right here.
If only there was a way to link the two of them
I will need to shout out the off chop because this
together and...
brings a tear in my eye. Why do you have so... I'll need to add this, I'll try. It's 40, something around 40, yes. And then we will just look at this like so. We need to restart the focus as well. So let's do it up to 2. Then we need to close up. There we go. Damn it! Damn it! It's fine. It was such a make it problem I just had to separate off. It's difficult to explain why I yelled out damn it. But hey. No, make it don't render. Not yet. Wait for the other one to finish. Efficiency. Productivity, etc., etc. There's only one way for me to speed it up at this point, and that'll be editing the future segments. Let me check my email, just in case I've gotten something. Nope, nothing. It does bother me that I can't start the charity because I'm waiting for an email. A fair bit. It's not even I can't continue on with the process because I'm waiting for an email. I should have emailed more than one place. I would need to email more. You know what? That's a good idea. Since I'm waiting for this, I'm going to go to work on the charity. I'm so sorry for cutting the stream short in that kind of manner, but to be fair, I wasn't expecting it to even last 2 hours. I started the stream pretty exhausted. I'm pretty energized now. But I'm gonna go to work on the charity to set it up better, hopefully, faster. And, well, I would just like to thank you all for being here. Thank you especially Emmy, thank you Caper. It just made my mood so much better. And for now, that'll be it. Thank you everyone so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.